Hello you beautiful bastards! BlizzCon 2018 is done. As far as the new shit that's coming is concerned, pretty much the majority was announced in the opening ceremony, which we can all agree was a little bit lackluster, as opposed to previous years, and also by Blizzard standards as well. We did get new things announced. We did get some disappointing news, but hey, Activision Blizzard can take their game in whichever direction they want.
Hello, Blizzard?
Yeah?
I want to play Diablo from my toilet.
Already on it. Let's take a look at the main stuff you are here for, and that's World of Warcraft patch 8.1 and 8.2, and not the 7.1.
The 7.7.
7.1 and 7.2. For the majority of the WoW panel, we've essentially had features for patches 8.1 and 8.2 disclosed. Some of them we already knew from the data mined information that has been out for some time. New stuff that we just found out was that goblins and worgens have new models. The Naga expansion we all wanted will be patch 8.2 with Nazjatar and Azshara as the main boss. We also get Mechagon, a new zone and dungeon with 8 bosses, similar to what we had in TBC with Karazhan. Also, Mechagon will be a new PvP arena as well. Taurens and Gnomes will get their Heritage Armor set quest added in the game, and no, you do not need to level them from 1 to 120 to unlock this. Blizzard mentioned the leveling part was only for the ones out so far. The rest, it will be a story-driven scenario at the end of which we will actually unlock the transmog. A new cinematic is out, Lost Honor, where we see Anduin have a chat with his buddy Saurfang discussing the siege of Sylvanas, but we will talk about narrative and the story direction of WoW in a future video. The cinematic is super cool. It's interesting to see more life being breathed in the characters where they don't just swing at each other. I was expecting a Greymane cinematic to be honest, but clearly I was not disappointed. Keeping it grounded with Warcraft news, Warcraft 3 Reforged looks amazing, and for some, me included, has been the highlight of this year, and to be honest, it didn't have much competition to begin with. My Blizzard adventure started with Warcraft 2 and solidified with Warcraft 3 back in the day. I can pretty much cite the lines of every character in the campaign if this tells you anything, so it's suffice to say I'm hyped for Warcraft 3, and so is Marcelian. The game itself will feature remastered graphics, and I know I previously said that it looks like a remake more than a remaster, but after the Warcraft 3 panel it was explained that in more detail, the goal of this is the same as Starcraft Remaster. They don't want to break up the community, which means people with the Reforged edition can play with people with the original version. We won't have an F5 function to switch the graphics like in Starcraft though. With this in mind, the multiplayer and custom game scene will be made in such a way so that the animations sync, the movement, pathing, all of that will essentially be the same. The campaign might be changed as far as we can see. The Calling mission, which was available for play at BlizzCon, shows that you start sieging Stratholme from the south, reminiscent of how Stratholme is positioned geographically in World of Warcraft. So there might be other campaign changes, which they can take some more liberty with. Aside from the game having quality of life improvements like Battle.net integration and hopefully a revitalized esports scene, it looks amazing and people have already pre-ordered it faster than Blizzard could process the traffic on their website. Moving on to Heroes of the Storm, we have a new champion announced, Orphea, which normally wouldn't be something out of the ordinary except that she is the Raven Lord's daughter and her animations are prettier than newborn babies smiling and laughing. Aside from this, more interesting will be a lot of revamps and reworks following a similar trend from last year. Among the changes we can expect is the death of Hero League. We will have Team League only with the option of solo players queuing against other solo players, only if they so choose. Promotion and demotion matches are gone and placement matches will be 3 instead of 10. There will be role updates, so people know Dehaka and Sonya are not tanks, and stim packs are replaced with boosts. The way boosts seem to work is they provide you with gold and XP boost that stacks with everyone else's as well as your enemies, so the more people in your match that use the boost, the bigger the bonus will be for you, and for them as well. We will have some hero reworks, heroes such as Stitches and Sylvanas, which have been unique so far, but some of their kit might be a little too old for Heroes of the Storm in 2019 and onwards. For the Starcraft panel, 02 will be the new commander, and so far not a lot going on. The What's Next panel hasn't aired yet, as of recording this video, but if the trend keeps up similar to other games as well, this is probably all that we will get in the following days or weeks. Overwatch has had an amazing McCree short animated movie showcasing the badass cowboy fighting his what appears like rival Ashe, the new hero in the game, also a cowgirl? Her design looks super nice, reminiscent of Orphea from HOTS with the white hair and the red eyes. I like the new direction for the art department in these games, so I'm keeping my eyes open. Diablo, well, we already talked about Diablo, and you probably have heard the memes going on, such as the question being asked for the devs, is this an out of season April Fool's joke? Clearly people did not take it well, and I do feel a little bit sorry for the devs. They worked on a game, and as mobile games go, it looks pretty cool. It seems they are using another developer for their engine, NetEase Games, which have a mobile RPG out already, and I cannot help but feel the animations are the same, so I'm not 100% sure how much Diablo Immortal is Diablo 3 or the actual Crusaders of Light RPG that NetEase Games released. The mobile platform is a big industry for gaming, and an industry that can deliver a lot of profit. Marcelian said it very nice. He thinks this is more Activision-y than Blizzard-y, and I cannot disagree. From a marketing perspective, this is an intelligent move, but then again, Diablo 3 is almost 7 years old and its current state is lackluster. They might already be working on the Diablo franchise on the PC, but the mobile version of the game was clearly not what people expected or wanted. As such, the targeted audience for the game was literally not attending Blizzard. Or at least that's what it felt like judging from the reaction. Kind of looks like they were making the game for mobile fans and currently Blizzard fans are PC gamers. I'm sure they know that, right? I mean, they've been developing games for a few decades now. But I digress. Hearthstone has a new expansion, a troll expansion, aside from the fact that it seems every class is getting a troll skin. Yes, even the paladin. There are new keywords and cards and all the stuff you would expect to be released even without a Blizzcon, same as WoW. Closing off, one more shout out to Destiny 2. If you are a Battle.net user, you probably have a gift already that you can claim until November the 18th, and that's the actual game. It doesn't seem to include the Forsaken expansion however, but hey, free game is free game, so feel free to download it. My overall impressions. I'm a little bit dispassionate about the overall event. Sure, we had cool new things being announced like Warcraft 3 Reforged and big changes to Heroes of the Storm. The Diablo new game is what we wanted, but the platform that it will be on is not, so it's kind of like doing this awesome cool thing, but on a phone.